4 years, there has been a false narrative spread about me and an ex of mine. And one of the reasons why it kind of continues to be said is because, out of respect, I don't feel the need for my ego or anything like that to like ask people like from my personal life to come on stream and clear the air for me. You know what I mean? I always thought that would be like petty or stupid or unnecessary. But as fate would have it, and karma shines its light upon me, I've been advised by my admins to at least share this. So while this may or may not be a thing over however many years, at this point, I think it would be interesting for everybody to hear. So people know recently that a certain, I don't know what the appropriate legal term is, munchkin, for legal purposes. I don't know if it's tiny, small person, midget, munchkin. I don't know how it is in Canada, but Wilbur. Obviously, Wilbur's really mad that everyone knows where he is. And I actually explained this to everybody that the reason why, for me personally, it was a thing was because he harassed and stalked my ex. And he posted photos of her and then tried to make it seem like I was responsible for it. Like I was forcing her to look at it or whatever. See, what actually happened was she and I had a disagreement about how to handle it. She thought that I should ignore it being done and I shouldn't be in the server where it was. I went in the server so that I could nuke the server, Aaron's server, and so that I could nuke the people posting her shit. I thought that was in everyone's best interest. She was of the mindset that it was so traumatizing that she didn't want to even engage. She just wanted to pretend it wasn't happening. I felt bad and wanted to fix it. So on my own, I went and engaged. And sure enough, the server ended up getting nuked. This bullshit continues to be perpetuated by the same individual who goes into other chats and other streams. That's why I have dumbfuck literal groomer etc like 16 and 29 is crazy etc trying to have like his mods or whatever talk about this shit. Here you go, guys. In her own words, everybody's favorite guest of this stream talking about Wilbur and our past and whatever the fuck. You guys all determine what the truth is. I don't give a fuck anymore.
I was like 19 and you were like 26 or something. Like, I mean, there's still YouTube videos literally like, Ganval is a groomer.
You and I both know that that's not true.
I know, but
I've always looked out for you. We just Wilbur. We never stopped trying to.
Really? Finally?
Yeah.
After all this time?
I'm actually glad I could tell you. It is my pleasure to at least tell you that we finally did Wilbur. And
Well, I can't believe he's still at it after all this time.
He's still at it, and he still brings you up, and now he's been very silent. Just like Rodney, who also got who used to do the same shit. I have never given up just on the principle that they did or threatened you, who I loved at the time. So I just wanted you to know that.
That's great. I'm happy to hear that Wilbur's finally got what he deserved. Holy shit. He's one of the people would actively stalk me to the ends of the fucking earth. Weirdo. He was like a pedo. I was like 19 and you were like 26 or
Teehee. 16 and 29 is crazy. 19, 26, whatever. I cop to it. I'm like, shut the fuck up. Crazy. And in her own words, who the fucking culprit was. So everybody fucking clip and share that shit. Alright? Because I think that's fucking hysterical. I'm just saying, I'm one of the only people that still tries to maintain some level of respect and rapport with, old friends or whatever. And I can consistently prove this shit, but see, the thing is that I don't feel the need to, ever. But at this point now, because little angry short people want to go around and try to continue saying shit, well, I mean, there you go, from the fucking victim themselves. Like, what the fuck, bro? That's awesome to me, honestly. I think that's so funny. So what's next? Are we going to talk about how I'm like a huge drug kingpin? Or are we going to talk about all of the crimes that I commit, or all the old ladies that I stalk, or all my murder victims, or like what? Like what are we going to talk about? That I have a vagina? Like what's the next thing? I'm already the Antichrist. So I've been doing it for 6 years. I've been streaming for 6 years. You think that if this was a real thing, that it would be a fucking real thing? You know? Like there would be multiple clips of me admitting to all this shit. Like there are of you, Zaya. That's what's crazy to me, bro. Hmm. Some people say I'm the Antichrist. I disagree. That's insane. Like what the fuck is that shit? Where did our disagreement? I honestly, where did my issue with Zaya even start? They invited me to their house. I said, "Nah, I think you guys is weird." Somebody said something about his ex. I said 16 and 29 is crazy. And it is. If I'm so irrelevant and nobody cares about me and I'm such a dead streamer and I'm so this, that, and the other and whatever, then why the constant coping? Why the constant need to mention me and find shit on me and like whatever the fuck? You're never gonna fucking. What do you mean, dude? You clearly don't know me well enough. Like if you think. Also, like why do people think that they can post or talk about something that's been posted for 4 fucking years and that it's gonna make a difference? The vape shop thing 4 years ago. 5 years ago, honestly. The vape thing's 5 years ago. This is 4. Like, what the hell are you guys even talking about? Like, when these things were posted and when these things were ever mentioned on stream, all by me, by the way. Every clip that everybody posts is something I stream. And they would still be up if those channels were still up. The only reason there isn't full context is because of people getting pissed and terming my shit. Because all those videos that people post of like this happened or whatever they were fighting, whatever the fuck, all had very peaceful resolutions and all sorts of shit that nobody sees because they're all so tiny and out of context, right? And they would all be up about Ken at the Oscars for like 2 hours right now. I'll talk about fucking their end of Evangelion is being shown in theaters, bro. I'll talk about Evangelion and Hideaki Anno for like fucking 3 hours right now. I don't give a shit. Nobody wants to hear Isaiah talk about shoes. All he does is fucking yell at people. Like, so you have to keep talking about me? Like, it's like, what? I don't even have a personal vendetta against the guy other than 16 and 29 is crazy. And he says he was going to pull up, but now he's not because, like, he knows I have guns or whatever. Like, shut the fuck up, you idiot. It's Florida. And the reason he's not pulling up is because he threatened me multiple times. So he knows not to pull up. Because he knows what that means. I have a little folder of clips of people who threaten me, and if they ever show up, like at my house, I could do whatever and then show the cops and be like, look, this person threatened me. I was scared. Dot, dot, dot. And he knows that. So that's why he's never showing the fuck up. He would never have. But it's not because it's Florida. It's not because of anything I said. It's because he threatened me. That's why. Because he doesn't know when to shut the fuck up. He just makes himself look fucking stupid. It's so much coping. It's so much coping. Now you have your mods and you are talking about how I did XXXXX to this person who I literally have disproving everything you said. Show me the fucking 16-year-old you were with, bro. I want to hear in her words when you guys met. Because in your words, she was 16 and you were 29. So those have to be her words, and that shit is crazy. Fucking grifter mentality of, I'm not going to answer the chat. I'll answer TTS for $2. You know what I mean? Which is like, how much more can you tell everyone that you're trying to scam them? I don't even do that, bro. That's why I don't even like TTS. Like, I have TTS because I feel like I need to thank people who donated, and I put it in manually every time. But I don't put it up to incentivize people to donate because I don't want them to donate to talk. I'll just talk to you if you're not acting like an idiot. I'll talk to pretty much everybody if I'm not on some sort of tangent. You have to pay to do that. That's nuts. If you enjoy the engagement or the streams or the content, then you can donate if you want. But the whole idea of like, it's funny too because it turns into what percentage of donations to him are like, you're a fucking loser? Also, you know what I mean? Nobody ever does that to me. Ever. Nobody ever donates to talk shit. Very few people even talk shit. They know not to. People are terrified to do that. Which I honestly find crazy. I don't the fear, the cult of fear that has grown in other discords and communities around my name and my community is actually hysterical. And it's a very real thing. It's a very real. You can go literally if you use Discord, go into other Discords like slightly loosely connected with some mutual members or whatever, and say that you're DX and watch how fast you get banned. I didn't even know that was true until a bunch of people told me that that was something that still went on to this day. I find it very, very crazy. But it's also kind of funny. So.